I'm in my studio here in Germany, which is an old pig barn, and it's filled with a lot of um, items that my host, the sculptor Martina Kreitmeyer, has stored in here, and I've all kind of moved that to one side and kind of carved out work space for myself. I've been spending a lot of time on the street um, in both Passau, Germany, and Landshut, two beautiful medieval cities, one quite a bit smaller than the other. Drawing and painting some of the interesting spots I found, and working on the street's been a really great way to meet locals, even though obviously there's a language barrier because I have not learned to speak German except for a handful of polite phrases like danke and hallo. But most people here speak English, especially the younger people. And yeah, it's been a great way to not just meet people, but get acclimated to this very different environment, which can be very isolating sometimes. I've been at parties and everybody is speaking German, and I sort of drift away to this place of is what is this conversation even about? And there's all this laughter that I can't participate in. And it's very disorienting. It's very isolating. And you know what happens when you're isolated? You begin to have maybe this deeper sense of who you are. You know, that I've been thinking about this idea. People say, you know, you can't run away from your problems. You have this sense of, oh, I don't like where I am. I'm going to go to a different place. And you go to that different place, and you find that pretty much you came with you, and all those um, peculiar, you know, anxieties, or maybe not so peculiar anxieties, the things that you and so many other people struggle with, went with you, and you changed your place, but you didn't change you. Is that really true? I think in a lot of sense it is true, but I'm finding that being in a different place is giving me opportunities to see things in fresh ways. I'm in places, in cities I've never been before, and hearing language, being embedded in a very different culture, is forcing a certain degree of change in me. Confronting fears of being alone, being abandoned, being running out of money is a huge one. Dealing with what's really at the root of those fears that I've lived with really my whole life, and perhaps grappling with those and gaining some ground in terms of stability and basic realizations that I will be okay in spite of how scary things can be sometimes, and also just the practice of doing my work, doing what I do, drawing and painting and journaling in a very different place. What happens then? What's that like? How do things shift, and do they shift? Is everything really just the same? It's just different landscape. I don't think so. I mean, I think that different places, different geological or different cultures, different land masses have a different effect on us. They tug different things out of us, and that's what I'm exploring now. Those are some of my thoughts this morning.